Hey, this is Karlos Finley, candidate for mayor of Mobile, and you're listening to Alabama Hip Hop Radio.
And that's one of the other big things is too, before we get to our last question, just the technology. You know, even when we talk about the youth and everything, most of these kids are probably smarter than their parents because they know how to work a phone and computer.
Mine are. I got a problem with my phone. Yeah. I take it to my 16-year-old.
They know what's going on.
They know.
Yeah.
But they do it with me present. Okay? Because it's incumbent upon us as parents to understand what goes on. Now, they got a few quirks that they can do that I can't do, but I understand how that phone works. Make no mistake about that. But there is no reason that the city of Mobile should not have a complete and total network over the entire city. That's infrastructure. Okay, we usually think of infrastructure as roads and bridges, sidewalks, and buildings, capital improvements, but to not have a complete Wi-Fi zone over the city is inadequate. We had children last year going to bus stops to do their homework because their community didn't have broadband. See, and a lot of people don't understand this. Broadband is different than internet. Those are two different things. We should have complete broadband over this city of Mobile. There's no reason that we shouldn't have that. Think about this. When was the last time you went to New Orleans?
It's been a while, probably 6 months for me.
Okay, 6 months. That's fine. So when you drove in on I-10 and you was headed in there and you passed by Legion Fields and you got up to Poydras, see all those houses with solar panels on top of them?
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Huh?
I seen that, yeah.
You seen any in Mobile with solar panels on top of them?
I've never seen that.
I haven't either.
I was in Illinois, going to Chicago. They just have them everywhere. It's just,
we should have them everywhere.
Springfield.
We should have them everywhere too.
Everywhere, yeah.
And we should have windmills. Yeah. We've got a delta up here, man, that nobody's in it. And the wind is blowing. That's a power source. Yeah. We've got to start thinking with vision for the future. No other candidate in this race talks about that. Let me tell you something else no other candidate in this race. Because you hear people talk about experience and this stuff. None of the candidates in this race has started a business and run it successful. Okay? We've got a guy in now who says he's a businessman, but he inherited that business.
Oh, that was an inheritance.
He didn't start that business. And let's be clear, he was the CFO, not the CEO. That was his daddy's business. It may have been his granddaddy's business. I don't know. But I know that he didn't start it. So don't talk to me about business. I mean, if I could say, well, my dad had 7 drugstores. Those are businesses, and I started working in them when I could lean on a mop, because that's what my old man did. You can lean on a mop.
Pour that mop and
he'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. After a while, he'll figure it out. But I'm the only candidate who has started a business and run it to become successful. And in fact, because I'm a business major in undergrad, I've started many businesses for many people. I've done articles in the Chamber of Commerce magazine on how to start a business, giving people information on how to go about doing it. So the city of Mobile is not a business. You've got to use business principles to run it, but a mayor is not a CEO. You've got to work with people. You can't sue the city council because you don't get your way. Because that's what happened with this man. He sued the city council, and they countersued it. But at the end of the day, they all agreed to do a joint stipulation of dismissal. So the same thing that was happening before that suit is happening now.
Wow.